Alright, we're back in No Man's Sky. I'm annoyed, so I'm not gonna be all fluffy about this. Also, I'm not turning off HDR because I don't fucking feel like it right now. So saturation and color is gonna be all over the place. It's whatever, that's not what is gonna be important with this video. What is going to be important with this video is the stuff at the top of the screen. Right now we are on 3.2 gigs of VRAM usage. I'm going to hit play. I'm going to load my save. I've already had the game open a couple of times, did some teleporting around, did some testing, so shaders should be compiled. This game lacks a shader compile phase, so I just kind of have to hope it got them all. Okay. We're at 7.2 gigs VRAM usage right now. And mind you, this is with me recording. Recording usually adds an extra about 300 megabytes, so without recording that would be at about 6.9. But for the sake of consistency, we shall just go off what it is with recording, which is 7.2 right now. Oh yeah, you gotta look, you saw that shader stutter? Fucking love it. Anyway, 7.2, 50% usage, CPU is whatever. 7.3, alright, that's fine. Middle of a storm too, lots of extra post-processing. And particles, maybe. I don't know how this is rendering that. I assume it's particles. It might not be. I don't know. Okay, 7.4. Alright, alright. Terrible. Now, anyone who has seen my previous No Man's Sky tests knows where this is going. Alright, we're still 7.4 in here. Oh, 7.3. Okay, okay. It ditched a little bit. That's good. It's not entirely unreasonable for it to still be at 7.3 since, you know, we haven't really left the area really or anything. Problem is when I do stuff like this. Let's go to C-Lab. Not thrilled about 7.7. I should note, my shit isn't even that high. It's on like enhanced. Okay, I have some stuff on high, I lied. But high is meant for 6 gigs. It says it right there. Recommended video requirements using 1080p resolution. Ultra 8 gigs plus. High 6 gigs, which is this is an 8 gig card. I have it on 6 gigs. Yeah. You think you're gonna use 6 gigs with 7.7 used? Why have half of the things on enhanced? Sure, I have this on ultra, but realistically, this should really not. Whatever. I mean, it's never made a difference anyway. But alright, you know what? Maybe we'll go with that. Okay, maybe it's because it's on ultra. Sure. I can tell you it's not, but sure. Anyway, 7.7 right now. You know you love this shit. Oh, there goes 7.8. Basically at the limit of my VRAM. This is awesome game. You're supposed to be playable on a 6 gig card. You can't tell me base complexity ultra is really adding 2 extra gigs. But anyway, that's still not the reason I'm here. That's just another needle on the pile of shit, or whatever the saying is. Oh look, 7.8 fucking gigabytes. gigabytes. You know, we'll even do a lab round. Because this is not complex. This is way less complex than C-Lab. There is no reason for my freighter to be using more VRAM than my underwater base. Look, this shit is simple. I don't even have a second floor. Like, this is the most interesting part of the freighter. And this is bare bones. There's nothing here. Like, that hallway is just a copy of that hallway. Without the side room. Like, nothing about this is complex, so like, why the hell are we hitting 8 gigs right now? Why the fuck is it at 8 gigabytes? And it gets even better still. Because we're at 8 gigabytes, right? Remember we started at 7.2? You guys remember that? 7.2? It went up to 7.4, then back down to 7.3. Kind of stayed at 7.3. Everyone remember that? Oh look, my controller battery's low. I don't give a fuck right now. Right, settlements. Greater Anako. Oh, yay, we lost 300 megabytes. I'm so excited. Oh, or did we? Did we? 7.9 now? 7.9? 7.9? Gigabytes! Remember when we were here a moment ago? And it said 7.3? Everyone remember that? Look, I'll even do the same little... Oh look, there's not even a storm this time. So we have even less post-processing going on. Wow, still 8 fucking gigabytes. It gets even better still. Now, I could stand here and show you that the VRAM never gets cleared. Because one argument people have had when I've tried to bring this up before is like, oh, well, you know, stuff's going to stay in VRAM for a little while. It's not going to clear instantly. Yeah? Yeah? Why hasn't it moved this entire time I've been fucking talking? Where's the other 7 to 800 megabytes I had when I was standing here just a couple minutes ago? Why is it not fucking moving? And it still gets better than this. I can't quit to desktop because my shit will stop recording. But, as we saw, when I booted up the game, at this menu, it was at 3.2 gigabytes. And I'll even turn the thing off and back on so that you know it's been refreshed. Oops, wrong one. I have too many shortcuts. Still 8 gigabytes. Why is it not freeing up the VRAM? Sitting here in the menu. Literally doing nothing. We're going to load a completely different save. This one should have wildly different VRAM usage in theory. There's none of the bases, no freighter, no Corvette. Actually, I can't remember if this one has a freighter. I can tell you there's no Corvette. I don't even remember what expedition this was. Yeah. Oh my god, leave me alone. Yeah, that tells you how early this expedition is. Didn't even have the fucking base computer. Still 8 gigabytes. So does anyone want to fucking try and tell me there's no fucking memory leak? I fucking dare someone to try and say there's no memory leak now. I literally can't prove it any harder than this. Hello Games, listen. I loved you guys. I really used to love you guys. God, 8.1, you're now literally over my VRAM. And I'm at the menu! Anyway, like I was saying, I have lauded a lot of praise on you guys. You guys have done years of free updates. That's awesome. I love you for that. You guys were the first ones to get the haptic triggers working on the DualSense over Bluetooth that I know of. Fucking awesome for that. I've even flexed you guys to Nix's, the guys who did the Spider-Man ports, because you guys did it before Nix's. You did it before Sony's own fucking studio. You guys used to be awesome. And now you got this fucking shit that you've been ignoring for over a year. And if anyone thinks they haven't been ignoring it, let me show you this. This thread right here. Ooh, we got a new update to this thread. I'll check that in a moment. Because right here was the original fucking thread I made. August 27th. Okay, maybe not quite over a year. Well, actually, it's been an issue for about a year, at least. And according to some people in this thread, even longer. But why is this thread locked? Why did this topic get locked? It wasn't Valve, because when Valve locks a topic, they say it was because it was old or fighting or whatever. But there is no message at the end of this topic. This was you, Hello Games. You locked this thread, not Valve. Valve leaves a message when they lock a thread. There is no message. You locked this thread. You literally ignored this fucking memory leak. Please, please fix your shit. Please. I am fucking asking you. I cannot prove it any more thoroughly than that. Also, I would like to add, Ultra base complexity clearly is not a factor if the Expedition was still at 8 gigs VRAM. So, yeah, we can rule out the Ultra base complexity being the issue, in case anyone wants to throw that out there. Anyway, I don't know how to talk about this any more than this. I'm just going to end up repeating myself if I continue. Now, I'm going to end this recording and restart my game so it goes back to 3.2 gigs VRAM usage. And I'll try to enjoy the game for as long as I can. But frankly, I only reinstalled it to play with my friend. I really don't want to play this game until this is fixed.